Hello and welcome to a new episode on the Gamers Academy YouTube channel. My name is Outlandish and I played this game competitively for 4 years, but I decided recently to retire and become a coach and partner up together with Gamers Academy to provide you guys educational content and make you the best players you want to be. If you want to book individual coaching sessions with either me or one of my colleagues, you can visit us on gamers-academy.com. You can find the homepage in the description below. Today we'll discuss the cheetah recall, especially on top lane. What does it give it to you? What is a cheetah recall and how you can apply that to your own gameplay? I will show you that in the upcoming video. As I already said in the intro, I would like to introduce you to the concept of cheetah recalling. It's something that you can use on every lane, but here I prepared some gameplay on top lane. It's a really important concept you need to understand because it gives you early game advantages and can snowball really hard the later stage of the game. It's something really easy to apply if you know how to do it. In this case, we have a bot game. Obviously, it's really easy to apply and there's not that much resistance from the enemy compared to a solo queue game. But here, just in order to make you understand what you need to do and how to manipulate waves in order to give you an advantage in early game. Before we start talking about manipulating the wave, just to make you understand what a cheetah recall is, just about that you manipulate the first 3 waves or even 4 waves to give you an advantage on your first reset without investing TP. By that, you have, like, after your first base, extra longsword, a cull, a tier, whatever item you want to buy in order to give you an advantage compared to the enemy, and you can bully him after your first base even easier. In order to make you understand how to manipulate the waves, there are like different wave states you need to understand so you can apply that concept on your solo queue game. For example, there's an even lane state. That means that you don't touch the wave. It's just even in the middle. No one hits the wave, not you, not the enemy. And it's just basically 6 minions fighting against each other. On the other hand, you have a slow push. This is the case where one side has slightly more HP on the wave or more minions on the wave, so they slow pushing the wave into enemy turret. And a hard push is something that you really try to hard push the wave in order to make your wave crash under the enemy turret. And this is really important to understand these 3 different lane states in order to make you apply this concept on your own gameplay. And the first wave that's coming, we will talk about first wave 1, wave 3, wave 2, and wave 3. The first wave, you try to keep it even, as you can see in the gameplay. I'm not hitting the wave, and the enemy is not hitting the wave, and just by that, the wave is not pushing. It's just keeping in the middle. You don't necessarily to do something. In the best case, you can look for trades if you have the better matchup, and just can look to like trade and make the enemy below. And get control in the lane. In the gameplay you can see here, I'm just looking to last at the wave. Hopefully you can last it better than me, since I was a jungler, but just to show here the concept. I'm not touching the wave too much. I'm just looking here to last at the wave, get as much gold and as much minions as I can. And here is the first point that's really important. Now we try to apply the slow push. A slow push is generated by if your wave is healthier than the enemy wave. For example, if you have 1 or 2 minions more health, you have control of the wave, and the wave is slowly pushing into the enemy. And it's really important that it's only pushing slowly into the enemy turret, not too fast, because we want to stack the minions. We want to make the enemy have as much minions as possible after the wave 3 under his turret. And as you can see in the replay, I'm not pushing too fast. I'm just like applying some damage on the minions slowly. If the enemy is too aggressive, we can look to poke him. And here we have like a lane advantage already. It's slow pushing. As you can see, we have more minions. The blue minions are higher HP. We have more minions on our side compared to the enemy. So the wave will slowly go into the enemy turret. And this is something we continue until the next wave is crashing, next wave is coming, and wave 3 is the most important one, because here, as soon as the third wave arrives, which is now, we use our spells to hard push the wave. It doesn't, in the best case, you get obviously every minion, but in this case, it only matters that the wave is crashing as fast as possible to the enemy turret. Here, I'm using all my spells. I'm trying to crash this third wave under the enemy turret. And what will happen here is that here I try to step up, so Wukong cannot freeze the wave. What freezing is, I will explain in the next video, but I will make sure that this wave is hitting the enemy turret. And as soon as the wave is hitting the enemy turret, I can base here for free, I can just run back to the lane with an extra longsword, with a tier, with a Grace. Obviously, you don't build tier, but a Carl, whatsoever you want to buy, you can buy it for free without investing TP. You can just basically run back to the lane without losing anything. In the worst case, you probably lose like 1 or 2 or 3 minions. Worst case, I think it's 2 minions. And the wave state is really good for us because in this case, we can run back to the lane. The wave is pushing back to me. I can accept the wave without losing anything. In this case, I lost 1 minion, which is really good. And I can here just apply pressure by simply having more items. I have even a bonus pink ward. I can place vision for myself without getting punished too much. And now I have a really, really good lane state for myself. And just by applying this concept, by manipulating the first 3 waves, you have the ability to get advantages in early game. And just to like summarize it, in the first wave, you just want to have an even lane state. You just don't want to push, you just want to last it. If the enemy is coming too close, you can look to poke him, looking for some trades. The second wave, you want to slow push. That means you want to manipulate the wave in that way that you have your wave has slightly more HP or more minions compared to the enemies, and the minions are pushing slowly into the enemy turret. As soon as the third wave is coming into your lane, you need to hard push it. You need to use your spells. Doesn't really matter if you lose 1 or 2 minions, just the concept of that the wave that you stacked over 3 waves is crashing under the enemy turret, so you can base without investing TP. And you get an early advantage by that, and this is something you can apply in mid lane and bot lane as well. It's a really important concept, especially in higher elo and like competitive play, to just gain an advantage in early game. I hope this concept helped you, and you can apply that on your solo queue game and make sure that you really crash the third wave. It's really important that the wave is really under the turret, so you can base freely without losing too much. This was the top lane episode about the cheetah recall. I hope you enjoyed it, and we would really appreciate if you like, subscribe, and activate the bell on our channel. You can leave a comment below and discuss with me about the cheetah recall. Did you apply this concept on your gameplay? Did you improve on that? And did you get benefits from that in the later phase? If you would like to discuss with me in depth about it, you can join our official Gamers Academy Discord server. You can find the link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.